Yo, what's good? It's your boy Dot from Dot Me Now Coaching and Entertainment. For coaching, my links are down below. Spiritual readings down below. I have an astral projection course down below. If you take that course, you will definitely master the astral. If you take everything that I say very seriously, and if you actually practice all the things I tell you to practice, I'm telling you that course is fire. Um, I have a Patreon down below. Patreon saw this video way before y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Patreon saw this video on October 15th. On the day of October 15th, I haven't even dropped the Genie talk about the Titan shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, by the time YouTube sees this video, y'all will have the Titan video also, but that's not coming on the 15th. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, Patreon be getting mad early content, but also exclusive content. Like, for example, I made a video about mantis beings. I'm going to make one about the Asani. It's a lot of exclusive content on Patreon that's not going to come to YouTube ever. So I recommend the Patreon down below. It's hella saucy over there. Um, I have an email down below to email me certain questions. Um, Social media is down below. Discord down below. Everything's down below. You know what I'm saying? Go check your boy out. Um, Drop a like on this video because when you support me, you put out that energy of support inside the universe and you'll get that energy back. On top of that, this video is going to be freaking fire. So drop a like, subscribe if you're new. For those of you guys who don't know, Genie Talks are when I set a timer for 30 minutes and I just talk about different things for 30 minutes. I have a couple of topics laid out. I have the importance of the structure of reality. I have Japanese spiritual warfare, becoming multitemporal, intuition versus intellect, technomancy, and other topics too. Hopefully, I could get into all these, but some topics may take longer than others. So it is what it is. Time to set this timer real quick, and shaboom, 30 minutes is going right now. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is the structure of reality, right? So a lot of people don't take this serious, and I mean, it is what it is, right? Understand this. I already made the video about fighting Titans, right? That was a Genie talk. And Titans, right, are 8D beings. Now, normally Titans are not evil. You know what I'm saying? And they actually help to create and destroy realities, right? So they understand the structure of reality very freaking well. Now, understand that Titans can become fallen Titans. Once this happens, they can become evil. And when they fight you, it's not just like they're going to punch at you or do superpowers. No, they trap you inside fake realities. You see what I'm saying? That's what they do, you know? Now, if you don't understand how stuff is built, if you don't understand the structure of reality, you could be told some BS and then stuff don't work out for you like that. For example, people still believe that the 3D is the physical. Y'all could believe that all y'all want. I don't care. I really don't. I actually don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna teach it and I'm gonna be very serious when I teach the shit. But you as an individual, if you don't want to let that shit go, that's on you. Because when you don't know where you're at, you don't know how things operate. For example, if you're playing chess, right, and you don't know how a chessboard is set up, and you don't know how the pieces move, you're gonna get fried inside chess. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Titans play 8D chess. They're not trying to just fight you with little stuff. They're gonna confuse you about reality to the point where you think that you're living in reality, but you live inside some whole random reality. For example, let me pull something up real quick. Hold up. So peep this, right? If you go to my Patreon, right, and click on exclusive teachings, I had to debunk the fake 15 dimensions because y'all be thinking that dimensions are actual places. A dimension, by literal definition, is a measurable extent of some kind, like length, width, height, time, space, light. This false teaching tries to tell you that there's 15 dimensions as if there were 15 planes. And the thing is, there isn't. There's 12. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can actually break down the 12 into 15 if you want to. But realistically, there's 12 planes and there's 12 main subplanes. But if you want to count all the subplanes, there's over 8 trillion. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we don't gotta worry about that. Just know that inside this video, I broke down a false teaching that would make you believe it's some BS. And the same thing here. These are two false teachings that when you believe inside them, you'll think, oh my God, I'm so smart, I know all this stuff, but you don't actually understand nothing. People try to manifest, but they don't even understand what level manifestation really happens on. if you want to control your timeline, you have to become a 6D to 7D being. Most of y'all not even fucking 5D yet. Talk about some fucking your thoughts make reality. No, they don't. Your reality is made on a 6D level, literally. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, your thoughts make your perception of reality. You know what I'm saying? So you may see, like, for example, if you're inside of a red room, right, but you put on green glasses, everything might look green now. So the way you see life is different. But guess what? Reality is still fucking red. The room is still fucking red. So a lot of y'all be getting high off your own thoughts, filling your head with sweet nothings, and that's why you don't manifest shit. Because manifestation takes place on a higher level than you actually think. You don't understand that though if you don't understand the structure of reality. That's why these videos right here are so important on my Patreon, right? These videos right here are so important. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold up. Boom. Right? These videos help you understand the structure of reality very well. Now, let me tell you guys this real quick, right? There are 12 planes of existence, aka 12 layers of existence, where you can have 12 main states of consciousness, right? There are five harmonics, right? Which also go into arc verses, right? You know what I'm saying? There are five harmonics. So a harmonic, right, it's pretty much a pattern of vibration, right? Arc verse is a great pattern of vibration. The word verse means pattern of vibration. Like universe is the one pattern of vibration. And this is why also y'all be hearing about the freaking multiverse and don't understand what that is. The multiverse just relates to different timelines and different realms, not other universes. Like, for example, the dragon universe is not a dragon universe. It's just a dragon realm where all dragons exist at. Literally, when I first thought there was a dragon universe, it always felt like you had crystal dragons on one side, elementals on the other side, and they always met inside the middle. Now, let me show y'all guys something real quick. Hold up. So look, if you peep this picture right here, right, this is what I always felt. Elementals over here, crystals over here. They meet inside the middle. Literally, I actually found the fucking galaxies, aka the realms, which are for the dragons, right? I found this last fucking year, but before, I thought it was a whole entire dragon universe. No, nigga, it was dragon galaxies. You know what I'm saying? These, like, the frog universe is not a frog universe. It's a frog galaxy. You know what I'm saying? The multiverse is just different timelines. You know what I'm saying? It's different timelines and different realms and different timelines for those realms. That's what the multiverse actually is. When you think it's another universe, though, you can have a Titan finesse you into living inside of their own version of the universe. You see what I'm saying? So this is why you gotta understand what the fuck's actually going on. You see what I'm trying to say? Shabam, shabab, shaboomy. Alright, so boom. Like I said, there's 12 planes of existence. There is 9 main dimensions, but those 9 dimensions, right? Length, width, height, time, space, light, willpower, intelligence, and consciousness or awareness. You know what I'm saying? These are the main dimensions of reality, but they could split off into other ones like sound, gravity, you know what I'm saying? So there are 9 main dimensions that could split off into more, you know what I'm saying? You also have you have 3 octaves with 6 perfect fourths, you know what I'm saying? Now, I explained what octaves and harmonics and perfect fourths. I explained what all those are inside this video, and I also explained how you ascend up them inside this video, because those deal with levels of consciousness and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you understand the structure of reality, you actually understand how shit is built. You understand how you ascend inside reality, and you also understand how reality even functions. Like, mad people cannot do certain shit because you don't even understand how the fuck shit is built. You know what I'm saying? You cannot play chess if you don't know how a chessboard is set up and if you don't know how the fuck the pieces move. And inside this video, right, I break down the 12 planes, right, what the fuck they are, how they function. I also break down what beings exist on these planes and how they operate. You see what I'm saying? If y'all don't understand that shit, y'all can't really do much inside reality. Facts. And then also, right, it's so crazy because I was watching a movie called Escape Plan, right? Inside Escape Plan, right, they talk about how to break out of prison, right? But you could literally take those same laws and apply it to breaking out the quote unquote matrix, right? So the 3 laws, right, were to know the layout, learn the routine, and then have help either on the inside or on the outside. Most of y'all don't know the fucking layout of reality. So you can't fucking exit out reality if you don't know the layout. You see what I'm saying? On top of that, y'all definitely don't know the fucking routine. The routine would be like how the different beings inside of every single plane operates, right? when I bring up titans and overlords and supreme gods and celestial gods, y'all be knowing what the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, a lot of y'all don't care to know what that is, and that's why I don't post this type of stuff on YouTube. If you want to really know what the fuck that type of shit is, bro, I'm talking about it inside this video right the fuck here. And so I may say, you making us pay for shit, nigga. This shit is $10, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to really make y'all pay some shit, it'd be like 25. You know what I'm saying? This shit is $10, bro. I made it like that because if you really want to know this shit, you're gonna be willing to pay the money. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, since you paid the money, you're gonna take it more serious. If I put it on YouTube, like first, I made a video about how the 3D is not the physical. You know what I'm saying? It got a good amount of views, but a lot of y'all still don't fucking change your mindset about that shit, which is cool. Like that's only gonna affect y'all and not understanding about how the fuck shit works. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when you know the layout, right? Like in the movie, if you understand the layout of the prison, you know how the fuck shit is built and how the fuck to actually leave out that bitch. You see what I'm saying? When you don't know the fucking layout, you don't know how the fuck to leave this bitch. You know what I'm saying? When you know the routine, you understand how different beings operate inside the reality and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Also, having help deals with being able to access different beings on different planes, right? Like me, I could talk to a fucking celestial god. Y'all don't even know what the fuck that is. Y'all just gonna hear that term and make your own little sweet nothing inside your head. Same with titans and all that. Like a lot of people be thinking like, oh yeah, I ain't captured a titan. Nigga, a titan is a group consciousness being that doesn't even really have a form for real. When it takes on a form, it's doing that for your own appeal. You see what I'm saying? To make you understand what it is. Like when a titan takes on a certain kind of form, it's only doing that to best represent what it is according to how your mind will understand it. But really, these are group consciousness beings that exist behind galaxies and can form a whole galaxy and destroy your whole galaxy. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, the fallen titans and fallen celestial gods, they prey on you not knowing how the fuck shit is built because they could easily induct you into a fake reality. You see what I'm saying? If you don't know how the fuck shit is built, you could think you're actually in reality, but you're in a whole different fucking mental construct that they fucking made for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why when y'all niggas don't understand how the fuck shit is really built, you guys can't do much shit. You guys don't know much shit. You see what I'm saying? Not trying to gel, it's just the fucking truth. Now let's talk about some Japanese spiritual warfare techniques, right? So I have a course for astral projection down below. That course literally conditioned my body to naturally astral project, right? So yesterday afternoon, right, I was feeling tired and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna fucking just rest up real quick. I had no intent to go to the astral, but I just ended up popping up there. You know what I'm saying? I popped up in Japan, and I was literally there for a week training in Japan in the afternoon. And it's funny because last night my training picked right back up where it left off at. But in the afternoon, right, I learned because it was like Japanese demon hunting, and it's like y'all know I've been fighting demons, and nowadays since I actually know all these different beings and I trained with them, interacted with them, bro, I could fucking look at you and just split up your whole entire etheric structure and not have to fight you. However, the way I was fighting in Japan was kind of like fighting as a human instead of fighting as a god. Because, nigga, I will appear as a god in the astral and I will fuck you up bad. To the point where I can't even fucking fight regular people. Dead ass, you know what I'm saying? Even if I have friends that are battling certain beings, I can't always fight the beings until I get called in because it just be too easy for me. That's not to brag, it's just the fucking truth. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm that nigga. And you could be that nigga too. Facts. You know what I'm saying? But my whole entire point is, right, I was fighting in a way where it's like we're fighting as humans. And the two main things they talked about was summoning weapons and also imbuing different weapons with certain energy on some Shaman King shit. And it's funny because a few nights ago, I had an experience of fighting how they do inside Shaman King. For those of you guys who don't know, what they do in Shaman King, right, they have different entities, right? And they channel the entity through a weapon and they fight like that. Now, the first thing was summoning a weapon, right? At first, I was like, why the fuck is it like this? Because when I was summoning the weapon, I would have a weapon, right? But at some point, it would become clay. And I thought that clay was my weapon when I woke the fuck up. I'm like, why the fuck was it clay? But then I got explained. I'm like, oh, hold the fuck up. The clay was essentially unformed energy. And inside your hand, right, you could have unformed energy and then summon a weapon and then form that energy as a weapon. Now, that does sound pretty basic. Like, yeah, just making fucking energy weapons, right? It's pretty much just that, you know what I'm saying? But it was really cool. Cause like one thing they had me do was like when you summoned it, you had to always attack. Like I summon, you know what I'm saying? And when I they taught me this shit for a fucking week inside the Astro. And on the very last day, I'm like, I know, summon. They said no, nigga, it's summon. Because if a demon's coming at you right now, you gotta be able to fucking summon that shit off the fucking whim. So they literally just had me practicing summoning, unsummon, summon, unsummon, summon, unsummon. Dead ass, right? And then the really cool one, right, was imbuing cursed objects with certain energy. Now, when I say a cursed object, inside their terms, a curse wasn't even always bad. A cursed chest meant that a cursed chest meant that an object had a magical effect placed upon it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like with me, right? It was funny because last week when I was at my job, right, I was meditating inside the school. And it's like I was getting like inside the astral, and I was actually at Mount Fuji inside Japan, and which is a volcano. And I was actually like learning more about the volcano power, and I was embodying it, right? And I was being told to embody a certain like I have a certain weapon inside real life. I was told to imbue that with the volcano energy, which I never did. But it was funny because as I was doing that shit like in meditation, as I would get deeper inside the astral, my body would start to jerk because it was actually shutting the fuck down. Like I was like, if anybody saw me inside the room, they would have saw this shit. Like dead ass, my body was shutting down, and I was getting fully inside the astral with the volcano shit. But it's like as my body was shutting down, my head would fall, my body would jerk the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? That shit was funny as hell. But and so when I went back to Japan in the afternoon, that's what they had me do. They was like, "Yo, remember that fucking volcano, my nigga? Imbue this object with the volcano energy and your lava dragon." And when I did that shit, bro, the way that shit looked was cool as fuck. I like the way that you would fucking like. It's like I would have the weapon, and it would like get a little bit bigger, and it would have like these fucking volcano-y. It would have like these lava veins, right? And you would just see my big ass dragon behind me being attached to the weapon. It was so fucking cool, bro. And then last night I picked up where I left off it, but it was so funny because the way that this happened was the fact that like I was inside like my house, right? My house was way fucking bigger though. It was fucking humongous. But like we had a game system, and it's like when I would hop on the game, it's like the game was a portal to that reality, and the game was a Japanese spiritual warfare game. So it's like, cause I actually learned something about sleep cycles, right? Cause like when I astral project, right, I'm very aware of my sleep cycles. And it's like sometimes I wake up after every cycle, but then sometimes I sleep for multiple cycles. I never fully understood how I did that, but I realized it last night. Cause last night I noticed that I would actually go to sleep inside the astral. And I peeped that every time I slept for multiple sleep cycles, I was always going to sleep in the astral before waking up here. So last night, it's like I would like play the game and stuff like that, but I'm not actually playing. It's like I would be inside the game, right? Do my Japanese shit. Then I would come out the game, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm sleeping inside the astral. Then I would wake the fuck back up, play the game, be inside the shit. It was really fucking cool. You see what I'm saying? I want to share that shit real quick. And my body is so fucking conditioned that literally in the afternoon time, I was even trying to astral project. I kind of just went there. And it's like inside the afternoon, I picked up where I left off at my school with meditation with the volcano shit. And then last night, I picked up where I left off at inside the afternoon with the Japanese spiritual warfare shit and fighting demons and stuff like that as a human. It was really fucking fun, actually. I'm not going to lie. And this is gonna lead me into multi-temporal astral projection because something I love to do is to see multi-temporal, right? Means that you exist inside multiple timelines. Niggas love saying we're multi-dimensional beings. Nigga. Multi-dimensional means that you're composed of multiple measurable extents. So yeah, you are. You're composed of length, width, height, time, space, light. You're composed of all of these. Like technically, we're all nine-dimensional beings. That does not mean ninth density though, because a density is a level of consciousness, right? But our bodies have length, they have width, they have height, they have time, they have space, they have light, they have willpower, intelligence, consciousness. These are actual dimensions because you can literally measure you can measure length by how long something is. Width is how wide something is. Height is how tall something is. Time is measured by speed. You see what I'm saying? Light is measured by luminosity. You know what I'm saying? Space is measured by the fucking area inside the space. You know what I'm saying? And distance. You know what I'm saying? Intelligence is measured by how smart you are and how much you can actually think. Willpower is measured by what the fuck you can actually do and how much you can actually feel. Awareness is measured by consciousness. You can actually measure all these extents which your body's made out of. You see what I'm saying? I'm not just saying no bullshit. This is how shit really fucking is. You know what I'm saying? When you know this shit, you cannot get finessed by living inside of the. We live inside the third dimension. You live inside the height. You sound like you don't sound smart when you say that. I'm not gonna lie. You really don't. We live inside 3D. You live inside the height. Like you do live inside of a three-dimensional space. You live inside of a space that has length, width, and height. But there's also more. There's also time, space, light. These are also dimensions too. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, when you become multitemporal, though, you can exist inside multiple timelines, right? So you become aware of yourself inside multiple timelines. That's becoming multitemporal. And when you astral project from that awareness, right, you can literally astral project inside multiple places at once. Like you could be inside of Taurus while also being inside of Andromeda while also being inside of fucking Antares. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I tend to do 3 places at once, but I'm trying to do up to 5. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't do this multi-temporal shit every single night, but I do it very smart, where it's like going to Arcturus, Andromeda, and Antares all at once could be smart if you're learning certain stuff that all link together. You see what I'm saying? So like you could learn about. Actually, let's do something else. Let's do Draco, Hydra, and Arcturus. Here's what I'm saying that, right? You could learn about celestial dragons, right? Arcturians get taught by celestial dragons. In Draco, there might be a celestial dragon, and there might also be one inside a Hydra, but they do different things, right? So you could literally be inside every you could be inside all these places at once, and it's like you could integrate all the lessons and learn them all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like here's what it's kind of like. Like right now, right? You could think about yourself being rich, right? I could do it right the fuck now. I could see myself inside of a fucking mansion, throwing money like a fucking asshole. Oh, I just have all this money, throwing it like a fucking asshole. You know what I'm saying? I could see myself fucking inside a fucking golden shower. I could see that timeline. It's the same exact way with multi-temporal astral projection. It's like you'll just be inside the astral and then just shift your awareness to the new place. So first you're inside of Arcturus. You're like, oh, I want to be in Andromeda now. You just shift over there. I want to be inside Antares now. You shift over there. You see what I'm saying? You could dead ass do multi-temporal astral projection. That shit is fucking lit as hell. You know what I'm saying? I could talk more about that in my course if you guys want. I could just update my course and add that shit. Let me know if you guys want that shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, Now let's speak about intuition versus intellect. So intellect, right, is what actually allows you to think. You know what I'm saying? When you think a thought about what should I do? What is this? This is that. That is this, right? That is your intellect, right? Now, intuition is the ability to just know something without even having to think about it. You see what I'm saying? And I want to mention this real quick, right? Egyptians, right? So, 'cause I made a video about the mind, right? About what the mind actually is. Egyptians, they saw the mind, right, as the heart. Like the heart was the mind. And it's like their symbol for it was a vase because a vase holds things. Your mind is a group of information, it holds information. Now, the reason why it was at the heart is because your heart chakra is literally where your mind kind of is at. And how do we know this? All of your chakras are linked to the 12 planes. That's why you can have 12 chakras. The only reason why they only recognize 7 main ones is because the 7D is where your eternal spirit actually exists at. And your eternal spirit enters through your crown chakra. Now above that, you have what I call the fucking I call it the overstar, or simply just the oversoul, because your oversoul is on the 8D level. You know what I'm saying? I call that the overstar. Above that is the 9D chakra. I call that the fucking divine gateway or the divine chakra because that chakra is linked to the divine universal template. You know what I'm saying? You actually have a 12 chakra system. I mean, granted, you actually fucking have over 8 trillion chakras. You know what I'm saying? You have like 12 main chakras and then other smaller chakras that can make fucking 8 trillion. Dead ass. You know what I'm saying? But to keep it simple, right? All your chakras are linked to different planes. Like the energy from all these planes enter in through your chakras. You see what I'm saying? And the 4D is the mental plane, right? And the fourth chakra is the heart. The Egyptians made the heart a symbol of the mind because that's where the mental plane actually is. That's where your mental body literally is. It's inside your fucking heart. Like your heart holds hella information. Technically, your whole entire body holds information, but the heart is like the core of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you ascend beyond conscious thought, you could like just receive these downloads through your throat and through your heart. It just kind of just intuitively get the information. You see what I'm saying? Intuition is actually very important for downloading information without even knowing how the fuck you got that shit. But intellect is good for thinking through things. You see what I'm saying? So there's that. Now I want to mention technomancy. So technomancy, right, is actually the art of mixing magic and technology, right? I actually spoke about this inside of a video about these beings called ethereals, right? You know what I'm saying? Go to Patreon right here. I made this video about ethereals. It's an ET enlightenment, right? These beings actually do technomancy, right? And I actually learned about it inside the Astral where like I had to fucking hack objects using fucking magic. It was actually super fucking cool. You see what I'm saying? And it's like in real life, you can actually use your life force to influence your phone. So, for example, have you ever like shuffled your playlist and then the song you were thinking about is what the fuck actually plays? Now that could go two ways. Either number one, you're just picking up on the future, and then when you hit shuffle, that song's what the fuck plays. Or because you think about that song so much, you kind of impose your will on the phone. Then when you hit shuffle, that song plays. You see what I'm saying? That's some technomancy stuff, and it can actually get very higher where like you could like freaking manipulate the lights. Like I can't do it right now, but if I practice, I could freaking like go like this. Then my lights start to flicker. I've seen it online. People do this stuff online. I'm not gonna lie. That's like a form of technomancy, right? But it could get way more advanced though, like especially inside the Astral. Like I ain't gonna lie, like hacking machines and hot wiring cars with magic was pretty freaking lit. Now I want to mention the importance of controlling your actual energy, especially for astral projection, right? So when you hold your semen, right, it's actually very hard to have sleep paralysis because with sleep paralysis, right, what usually happens is the fact that your body is shut down, but you're still aware as your body is shut down. But understand the fact that your life force energy, right, which you could waste through ejaculation, right, this energy is what makes your etheric body your astral body. A lot of people have sleep paralysis because they don't have enough energy inside their etheric body. You know what I'm saying? Now, your solar plexus, right, is actually responsible for pumping that energy and ejecting you out your body. This is why, see, people be thinking that the third eye's for the astral plane. No, bro. It's the solar plexus. That is the chakra that number, like your solar plexus actually directs your vision. And the astral plane deals with vision and imagery. You know what I'm saying? That's why humans are 3D. Not because they live inside the 3D, but because the average human could at least see reality. You know, I actually broke this down inside this PowerPoint, right? Like, because humans do have a third density awareness at the base level, right? I break this down right here, you know what I'm saying? At the most base level, humans have a 3D awareness, meaning that they're able to actually see things. Like 1D is just existing like a rock. 2D is existing and feeling like a plant. Plants could feel things. Plants could feel sunlight. That's how they actually know how to make freaking food out the sun. You see what I'm saying? Same with bacteria. They could all feel things, right? 3D, you're able to actually see things because the astral deals with imagery. 4D, you're able to actually think about things because the 4D is the mental plane. You see what I'm saying? This is what it actually means. And it's like the solar plexus actually directs your vision. You know what I'm saying? It controls what you see and how you follow what you see. You see what I'm saying? Like when it comes to your goals inside life, right? And how you see yourself taking action on your goals, your solar plexus actually controls how you see yourself taking action upon your goals. And it also controls how your life force actually projects out your body. You see what I'm saying? If you control your sexual energy, you could literally control how you form your etheric and astral body. You can actually eject way faster. Like literally, like if you like, I remember back in the past, when I was like 15 and stuff like that, right? Back before semen retention, right? It was literally a time, not to get TMI, but there was literally a time where I ejaculated before astral projection, right? When I got to the astral, I could not get off my bed. Like, bro, literally, I kept on phasing in and out. Like, I would go inside the astral. I'm like, I can't move like that. What the heck? I would come back to my body. I'm good. I would go back inside the astral. Still couldn't, bro. I did this joint like 5 times, bro. I would go inside the astral, couldn't move. Get out, go back in, couldn't move. You see what I'm saying? Over time, I realized that when I stopped ejaculating, I didn't really get sleep paralysis. Like you can still get sleep paralysis, but it's way harder. It's way harder because your body would naturally just eject you out your body. You see what I'm saying? Even if you're in sleep paralysis, right? If you just activate your etheric body and stuff like that, and activate your astral body too, which I teach inside my course and stuff like that, you'll naturally just eject and just fly right out. If you built that life force energy. If you haven't built it though, your etheric body's gonna be tired. Your astral body's gonna be tired, and you're gonna be stuck. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it's been 30 minutes though. I mentioned various different topics and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you all. I'm gonna catch my next video. Peace the freak out ski.